What's up, you guys? How you doing today? So if you guys are new to the channel, pause the video right here and take a look at how you guys could be winning platinum giveaways every single week here on this channel and over on my Twitch channel as well. I'll let you guys take a look at that. And now getting into the video, this is what we got going on. So the first question is from MC Jester. MC Jester says, PS4, tips on selling please, like how to put out your offers. Okay, good question, and this is also a very important thing to go over, so we're going to do this really quick. WTB means want to buy, WTS means want to sell, WTT means want to trade. Like an example of a good message here would be WTB, want to buy, Necros Prime. Putting it in brackets will make it stand out. Not every item in the game or not everything that's in the game can be put into brackets, but most things can. Especially if they're tradable. So take a look. If it's not tradable and it actually couldn't be put into brackets, it won't let you post the message, or the message will come out all messed up looking, but you'll learn as you go. But definitely put stuff in brackets. It dresses the message up. It makes it easier for people to notice what you're selling. It kind of just makes it pop out. You know, it just makes everything better for you because it's a flashier, you know, like prettier message that you're putting out. And definitely space things out. I see a lot of people not spacing them out, and it just doesn't look as good when it's spaced out. When it's all combined together, you guys will see in a second, it's very hard to read. But then you can do like colons here and then put something like platinum, or there's loads of pictures you can have, you know, placed in your message and stuff. That you guys will see, like little emotes and stuff you can put in there. But putting the colons in there and then whatever it's called is what's going to make it pop up. So this is generally how I like to do my messages. And what gets basically what works for me, and what I think makes it easier for people to see the message and what helps it stand out in trade chat. Another thing would be want to buy like Necros Prime parts. Like if you don't, like obviously parts is not a thing in the game by itself. You can't bracket this off, so you could do Necros Prime in brackets and then do parts and then space it and do neuro sys for systems. Like, people can't be that stupid. You have to be able to abbreviate stuff, especially if you have a long message or you want to, you know, there's a lot of things you're trying to fit. So you don't have to worry about typing the whole entire thing out. Like, people have to, like, and besides, you probably don't want to deal with stupid people. So just abbreviate it in the first place, and you'll probably have a message that looks pretty good. This has been working for me for the last week. This has definitely been getting attention. I get people to hit me up, so that definitely works. What I don't recommend is, like I said before, would be like want to buy and then everything is all pieced together. You know, like there's no spaces. It's really hard to read all this stuff. And the whole message just blends into one big picture. And it's like, you don't even know what you're looking at a lot of the times when people don't space their stuff out. So you can do it, but I don't recommend it. And the last thing is want to trade. So you want to trade your item for someone else's item. Your item goes here first, whatever it is you want to trade. So want to trade your virginity for someone else's ice cream. You could also do it like this. It doesn't have to be exactly the way I'm doing it, but like you could edit all these messages that I'm showing you. Want to trade my virginity plus 15 platinum for ice cream. Like that will work as well. So hopefully this was helpful. Okay, so back into yesterday's trades and to some more questions that you guys have. So this question is from Blake White. He says, "Hey Neo, what are some good sets to grind out and sell for plat right now?" And similar question from Thomo PC. "What do you think are the most wanted Warframes? Love your vids, keep it up." So basically for sets in Warframes, right now, for as far as Warframes goes, it depends on what's hot in the moment. Right now, Necros is getting vaulted in about a month's worth of time. So everybody's going nuts. Wanting to buy Necro sets and parts and stuff like that to save up for when he gets vaulted, because he's not going to be in the game any much longer. You know, like once a month passes and everything. As soon as Necros gets vaulted, another frame is going to come into the game, and at that moment, that frame that comes in, whatever it winds up being, whether it's possibly Chroma Prime or Limbo Prime, whichever one of those comes into the game is going to be the next most valued Warframe that people are going to be going after. And then maybe about a month to a month and a half, when a lot of people have gotten their, you know, the new frame that came out, then everybody's going to shift their focus onto the frame that's going to be leaving again, because frames are every 3 months there's a new frame that's brought into the game. Every time a frame is brought in, a frame gets taken out. So the next frame to get taken out after, you know, the new one comes around, or after Necros gets taken out and a new frame comes in, the next frame to get taken out is going to be Valkyr. So then Valkyr is going to be the one that everybody is going after. And to answer Blake's question, as far as like the sets and stuff like that to grind out, other than Warframes, I'd say any of the weapons that are along the, like that came in with Necros, currently the Tigris Prime and I believe the Galatine Prime. But any of those weapons, and then same thing when Necros gets vaulted and the new frame comes out. Whatever weapons are going to be with that new frame, those are going to be the new things to go after. So it kind of answers those questions there. To go on to another question from Luca. PC, love day-to-day trading, and I can see you do too. Do you have any tips for people who love to trade but do not have the time to grind for loot? So this is kind of a tough question because it's kind of like you need something in order to be into trade chat. So it's kind of like if you don't have time to grind, I can't see how you'd have time to sell. I mean, you have an option. You could flip things, but you do need platinum to start off with that. You're going to have to buy a bunch of items, and then you're going to have to work on flipping those items. As far as what I'd recommend is for like flipping, if you're I don't want to recommend flipping you guys right off the bat because it's going to be a lot more difficult in the beginning until you guys realize what's high priority at the moment. If you guys are going to get involved in flipping items, you'd want to know what's hot in the moment. And I don't want you to just stick to like the Warframes and sets that are popular at that time because you may miss out on some really, really good deals. But spending a lot of time in trade chat, you guys are going to see over time, you're going to learn what something is really worth. And then you're going to figure out like, okay, is that a good deal or a bad deal? And you could get really, really good at flipping items in trade chat the longer that you're in it. So for now, you got two options. You could spend the hour that you have every day just grinding the game out and collecting a bunch of parts, which I would recommend. And then when you have a bunch of parts, then you could spend that hour working on trading stuff. Or maybe you can do one day you work on farming stuff, the next day you work on trading stuff. Or what I'd actually recommend, since the weekends are busiest in general, especially for trade chat, is farm everything throughout the week, and then on the weekends just work on selling stuff in trade chat. Next question is from Fluxed Up Gaming. So he says, you guys are really good and have really helped me. Quick question. Should you ever undersell for the sake of selling quickly? I don't recommend that. You could do it. There's nothing wrong with it, but I totally wouldn't recommend you like underselling anything just for the sake of making quick plat. Because a lot of the times there's a couple of things that happens. One, you're screwing yourself out of making, good platinum. It's very possible for you to go into trade chat and to just make post a message and somebody hits you up immediately and then you wind up making a trade. It's your timing could be fantastic, and you could totally make a trade very quickly like that. I wouldn't focus on quick selling, to be honest. It's just it's not something that I feel like is going to pay off very well for you. You're going to be working so much harder than you really have to if you're like just quick selling stuff, because if you quick sell stuff, you don't make a lot of platinum, and then you run out of items really quick, and then you're left not being able to be in trade chat. So now you have to go grind the game out, work really hard to get a bunch of stuff, and then when you get that stuff, then you go quick sell it really quick for a little bit of little bit of plat, and then you got to just keep repeating that cycle. Whereas you could just make a bunch of plat, off of the first round of items that you have to sell, and then chances are you'll be good for a while. You'll have enough plat where you could probably flip items. You have enough plat, you could buy a bunch of cosmetics out of the market. Whatever it might be. But like the quick selling of stuff, that's not something I'd really recommend. If you can avoid that at all costs, I would definitely avoid that at all costs. Next question we have is from Jersey Dragon. Xbox One, finally someone gets it. Also, can you do another PSA, public service announcement, on what primed mods are worth? People are saying that they go for 40 unranked if they're desirable. Okay, so not every primed mod is desirable. Not every prime mod is going to be a good one to try and get rid of. But for things like the three most popular that I say all the time, Prime Flow, Prime Continuity, and Prime Pressure Point, there is no way on Earth, and I already made a video about this that I will link in the description of this one. You guys can watch it because it's really funny. I kind of go off on people that sell, and I prove in every way whatsoever that it is stupid. It is just flat out stupid. Like, I don't just say it, I show why. I show why it is really stupid for you to sell anything for any primed mod for under 100 platinum. Absolutely the stupidest thing you could do. It doesn't matter what platform you're on. Even though PS4 is half the price of everything else, still stupid to sell it for under 100 platinum, because it is the same time and energy that it takes to go get these primed mods. Like everything that you have to do for it. So 100% do not recommend you selling these for under 100 platinum. These important mods. Other ones that you could put on the list would be the pistol primed mods that give you crit, either crit chance or crit chance or crit damage. The other ones would be like point blank for shotguns. Like these are important primed mods. I would not recommend selling these for less than 100 platinum whatsoever. You guys will probably get a kick out of that video. My comments lit up with so many haters from that video, and I stand by what I'm saying. It's like, that's fine. But if you're selling it for less than 100, you look like a kid that's just crapping your pants. Like, you just don't look like you have any idea what you were doing. And then for the last question today, PS4, this is from Magnus Nate. PS4, any thoughts on trading relics? Yeah, so as far as trading relics goes, I don't really recommend doing that. Well, let me put it like this. I don't recommend being the one to buy the relics, because it's a gamble. It's 100% a gamble. If like, you're not going to guarantee, let's say I sell you 10 or even 20, let's say, relics that have the Ember Prime blueprint in it, or something that's vaulted, Rhino Prime blueprint, something vaulted. You could run all 20 of those relics, radiant, intact, flawless, exceptional, whatever. Doesn't matter, because that system's broken as all heck. But you could run whatever you want, and even after 20 relics, that's still not even going to guarantee that you're going to get the exact thing that you're looking for. So buyer beware. If you're looking to buy relics and stuff like that, it is 100% a gambling game, and there's no guarantee that no matter how many of those relics you get, you are ever going to get the parts that you were looking for. It is all 100% RNGesus. So no, to that question, I totally do not recommend that. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful. Absolutely love your faces. This was still the rest of the trades from Saturday. And I have even more left from Saturday that I'll try and squeeze those into tomorrow's video. And I actually haven't even gotten to start trading yet today on Sunday. But it's the weekend, so I'm going to get into that as soon as I'm done with this. And hopefully you guys have an amazing night, amazing day, whatever time it is. Absolutely love your faces. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, like, subscribe, comment, and start your comments out PC, PS4, XB1 for those giveaways. And I will see you guys in the next video.